Hello, and welcome to Who Dares Wins. Well, as you probably all know, today is St. Patrick's Day. And so, as a special Paddy's Night treat for you here on Who Dares Wins, we thought we'd go overboard with the celebrations. So, could you tell us what's in store for us on this night of nights, Philip Pope?
Thank you, Rory. Well, later on we had hoped to talk to the Reverend Ian Paisley, but instead he's decided to stay in for the evening with his Bible. Apparently he's only got 4 chapters left to write. But now it's over to Julia Hills for Julia Hills is Ireland.
Well, what can I say? A fairy tale land of green valleys and ice blue lochs, a haven of tranquility, magnificent vistas, wondrous geysers, lava rock formation, and of course Reykjavik is one of the most beautiful... Sorry? Ireland? Oh, I thought you said Iceland. Oh, no, I hate Ireland. It's a miserable, damp place, horrible.
Thank you. Thank you, Julia. Well, good news for music lovers tonight. On the show, we've got the magic flute of James Galway. And later on, we'll be melting that down. So without further ado, let's get on with the jigging and the fiddling! It's not what?
It's not St. Patrick's Day.
You're kidding.
3 months ago.
Sorry. James. Sorry about that. What do you mean it's not St. Patrick's Day?
That was March the 17th.
What's today then?
June the 16th, St. Osmond's Day.
No such saint.
Yeah, St. Osmond the Unworthy. He was...
I've never heard of it.
It's true, look. He was a 14th century monk who claims the angel of the Lord appeared to him and said, Osmond, if salvation be thine, then thou must go unto the seas and catch 3 mackerel.
Mackerel?
Which thou shalt wear 1 from thine nose and 1 from each of thine ears.
Bollocks.
Ears.
Yeah. Very funny. No, you're just making... I'm sorry, Ted. You're making stuff. You just don't want to be honest.
Rory, can we just get on with the show, please? Can we? Tonight is St. Osmond's night, for God's sake. I've got all this mackerel, eh? I've got to pass it around the audience.
Sorry about this. Sorry, it's my fault. Happy St. Osmond's Day. Sorry. Can we have the shamrock back, please? Sorry about this, mackerel. £800 I spent.
What?
Getting hold of a really good bit of Dave Allen you don't normally see.
Really? What was it?
His forefinger.
Mrs. Gillespie. I'm very sorry we've lost your son. His addiction was very far advanced, and little we could do. If it's any consolation, at the end came very quickly. Look, I know this must be an ordeal for you. It's a new pH-balanced anti-dandruff shampoo approved by doctors. Try it.
Tony Gillespie, for his short but precious life, let us not grieve, but let us give thanks to God. Thanks be to God.
Thanks, Peter. Clear doll.
Clear doll. For those once-in-a-lifetime moments.
All right, all right. Well, as you probably know, the Notting Hill Carnival is upon us.
Oh.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Let's go through the procedures, shall we? Thompson?
Sarge.
Right. I am a large Caribbean lady in traditional costume, right?
Yes, Sarge.
I am swaying rhythmically towards you, okay? No woman, no cry. Suddenly, I grab you by the arm and start dancing with you. What do you do?
Freeze, bitch! Where are the drums?
Thompson,
Sarge.
you haven't quite got the hang of this community policing lark, have you? Sorry, Sarge. Put the stick away. Tonks.
Sarge.
I am still this large Caribbean lady, all right?
Sarge.
And now, I'm jovially dancing with you in characteristic, easygoing West Indian fashion, all right?
Sarge.
Suddenly, you see an ITN camera crew. Good boy, Tunks, good boy.
Sarge, I've got an idea for this carnival.
Yeah?
I thought maybe I could go undercover.
Yeah.
I thought maybe if I were to disguise myself by dressing up as a woman like I did last week.
Yeah. At the police disco, Tunks.
And on points duty.
And at the Chelsea versus Millwall game.
What were you doing in a pink cotton frock, Tunks, on desk duty?
It is summer, Sarge.
Tunks!
Well, you never know where a rapist might turn up, Sarge.
Sit down. That reminds me, rape. We better brush up on the initial interview technique. Hodges, Thompson.
Sarge.
Right, Thompson, here is a woman who's alleged she's been raped. She's scared. She's distressed. Right? Let's see how well you handle this.
Right, Sarge. You like a chair, dear?
Oh.
Sit down there.
Tough.
Good. You like a cup of tea?
Yeah, tough.
Right. Now, just take your time. Tell me when you're good and ready to answer a few straightforward questions.
Excellent.
You ready?
Yeah.
Right. How long you been a prick teaser then?
Thompson! That is just the sort of conduct that gets Sir Kenneth crucified on Panorama. Now sit down.
I'm sorry to break into the sketch, but I've got an appeal for any burglars who might be watching the show. You see, next week, we got this really funny sketch about Ron Atkinson, the Manchester United manager, only we can't afford any of that vulgar expensive jewellery that he wears. But there's this woman in the audience who we know is absolutely dripping with jewels. She's sitting just over there. No, don't worry. And she won't be home for a couple of hours, and this is her address. And the deal is this: you take the video and the furniture, and you send us the rocks. Okay? Thanks.
So tell me, Thompson, why was it attached with pins in the first place?
Well, Sarge, different elephant.
You're right about that. You're right about that punchline. What's that? What you reading?
Oh, it's new book, Maggie, Her Amazing Life. Quite good.
Can't see what's so amazing about a boring grocer's daughter from Grantham.
No, it's quite interesting, actually. Margaret Hilda Thatcher was born the only child of a white Russian princess and the Navajo Indian chief Mighty Burning Spear.
Bullshit, Rory.
At the age of 10, she led Barbary pirates in 11 rip-roaring years of pillage and skullduggery in the South China Sea.
No, she didn't. Look, she went to Grantham Grammar School.
In term time, she did. But I mean, in the holidays, apparently she was...
roamed the
yeah,
South China
pirates.
Seas, yeah, very likely.
Hey.
What?
When she was 14, ancient Tibetan monks taught Margaret the subtle arts of inducing sexual frenzy in men. So much so that by the time she was 30, her list of devoted lovers included Mao Zedong, Perron, Eusebio, Shergar, the Harlem Globetrotters, and Dennis Thatcher.
Oh, come on, Rory. You can't seriously expect us to believe that.
What?
She slept with Dennis Thatcher.
They slept together. They didn't actually do anything.
Well, what about... I know, what about Mark Thatcher then?
Well, he's not their child.
Oh, was he adopted?
He was found on the doorstep wrapped in brown paper when he was 24.
I suppose Dennis Thatcher's an ex-sumo wrestling champion.
That's Carol Thatcher.
What about Dennis Thatcher?
Oh, there is something about Dennis. Hang on. Dennis Thatcher. See under the table.
Alcohol is a poison, but how many people... Oh, sorry. I forgot what was... See, thing is, every time I get something interesting to say on this show, Jimmy interrupts me, and well, actually, it's really pissing me off quite a lot, actually. And you don't want to hear about all that. Anyway, alcohol is a poison, but...
I couldn't just interrupt you for a couple of seconds, could I?
Yeah, sure.
Are you sure?
Fine.
You're a pal. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, we're a very new programme. And so we're always thrilled to get the odd word of encouragement or support, especially when it comes in the shape of royal approval.
Oh, yeah.
And yes, and this week, we were all absolutely delighted to hear that Prince Edward, you know, the thinking man's Prince Andrew, that he said in public that Who Dares Wins was his favourite programme. And I don't mind telling you, we were absolutely delighted, choked, a little bit humbled. And so we put our heads together and decided to have him here this evening as our honoured guest. So we got him 2 seats down the front row. And as you can see, the ungrateful little turd didn't turn up. You know what the excuse was? His mummy wants him to stay in and revise for his exams. Why bother, Eddie, baby? I mean, Cambridge are hardly going to sling you out, are they? I mean, if they gave Charles a second-class honours for writing his name at the top of the paper in block capitals, I mean, Christ, I mean, they'll probably make you Chancellor of the bloody university. And they can't, can they? Daddy already is. You know what Charles put in his history O-level, eh? When asked who succeeded Edward VIII after his abdication, Grandpa! Well, don't come running for us for help, Eddie baby, when the revolution gets going and they're hoisting up the old Scargill crest over Buck House and you're going up those steps for the chop and old Willie Hamilton's down below knitting a kilt. Don't bother, because you won't get it. Okay, Tom?
Right on, Jim.
Right.
Alcohol is a poison.
By the way, this man's a fine Republican.
Alcohol is a poison, but how many people watching the show here tonight will have had a drink containing it? Quite a few, I should imagine. But I wonder how many of them have considered what it can do to their bodies. Quite apart from the damage to their livers, there is, of course, its effect on the nervous system. Now, this is a model of the alcohol molecule, C2H5OH. Now, what happens when this molecule comes into contact with the molecules in the human brain? Well, quite simply, this.
Has he been drinking?
No. Probably stoned.
This year, we held a nationwide competition to find out which school could come up with the most imaginative invention with practical applications. And here are the winners. 3 members of the St. Botolph School in Kent. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello. And here to question our three young geniuses about their marvellous piece of hardware is lecturer in applied physics at the University of East Anglia, Dr. Michael Mayhew.
Hello. Well, first of all, let me congratulate the three of you on this marvellous achievement. Now, John, if I can start with you, well, what is it?
Well, put simply, it's a computerized soil scanner.
I see. Now, it must have taken you an awful long time to build this scanner, John.
Yes, I worked solidly every night for about 6 months.
6 months? Really? Must have interfered with your social life a bit, eh, John?
A little bit, yes.
Yes. I mean, how did your girlfriend feel about that?
I don't have one.
Really? Well, a good-looking boy like you, no girlfriend? I mean, I bet all your mates have got girlfriends, eh, John? Probably a phase you're going through, that's all. Are you a member of the YMCA by any chance?
Yes, I am.
I thought so, yeah.
Dr. Mayhew, actually, perhaps you could ask them about the scanner.
Certainly. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Susan. Now, how old are you, Susan?
I'm 16.
Right. You must be very, very clever to have built such a complicated piece of machinery, Susan.
Well, I've got 14 O-levels.
Have you? Really? Well, tell me, Susan, while you were assembling this machine, did you ever get laid? Obviously not by John here. Hello, John. Love to your mother.
Dr. Mayhew, actually, could we move on to Simon at this
Sure,
juncture?
absolutely delighted. Hello, Simon. Now tell me, how on earth did you finance such an ambitious project as this?
Well, Daddy helped a little.
Did he? And what does Daddy do?
He's a merchant banker.
Well, well, well. Good Lord. You must be rolling in it then, Simon. Now, tell me, where do you see this invention being used?
We think in the third world.
Do we? Do we? Yeah. You little prig. Why didn't you sell it to some big multinational like Daddy would have done, eh? Susan, do you fancy putting on the back?
Dr. Mayhew, actually, I'm sorry, but I've had quite enough.
Really? That isn't what you said last night.
Well...
Yo-yo knickers.
That's all from Young Smartarse of the Year for 1984.
And you snore.
Good night.
Oh. 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 That's great. Did you finish?
No, not quite. I couldn't do 3 down.
Thank you. Our celebrity guest this week is someone very special. He's a man who possesses unique specialist powers. So will you welcome, please, a big hand for Mr. Peter Simpson. Now, Peter.
Yes, I do.
You possess psychic powers. And apart from that, I believe you can also communicate with the late, great composers.
That is, in fact, true.
Perhaps you'd like to give us an example.
For instance, just last week, I was communing with the spirit of the great Mozart, and he dictated this opus to me.
It's not the Mozart we've come to know and love, is it?
Well, no, but some deceased composers do like to progress.
Yes. Are there any deceased composers who haven't changed their style?
Yes, for example, Buddy Holly. He's still doing the same sort of stuff. Here's a number which he dictated to me about a long-lost loved one. Oh, Peggy Sue, what have they done to you? How I remember all those high school whirls you wore, Bobby socks and little kiss-me curls. Now you've got hairy armpits and you're sleeping with girls. Oh, Peggy.
Yes. I see Death hasn't improved his voice at all. What others? Who else do you commune with in the deceased musician's world?
Well, there's Schubert, Debussy, Wagner, Stravinsky, Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Hang on, he's not dead, is he, Stravinsky?
Oh, yeah.
Right, well, at the moment, rather big moment for us, because Peter here has agreed to do live in the studio an actual seance. So, could we have the lights down, please?
Now, for this, I need everyone in the audience to hold hands. If you would all hold hands, please, form a chain. And through this chain of vibrant human energy, I will attempt to contact the spirit of Ludwig van Beethoven. Shh, quiet, please. I feel a presence. Is there anybody there?
Hello?
Is this the spirit of Ludwig van Beethoven?
Oh, no, sorry. It is flatmate, Steve. Ludwig's out at the moment, having his ears syringed. Can I take a message?
Does anybody have a question for Steve?
Yeah, Steve, I'm sure everyone here would like to know what being in limbo is like.
Right, have you ever stayed at the Holiday Inn?
We seem to have attracted a malevolent spirit.
No, sorry, that's just Keith Moon pissing about. Stop it, Keith. Look, I'm awfully... Oh, God. He's gone and blown up the toilets again. You see, now that he knows he can't die anymore, he just doesn't care. Okay, stop that. Look, I better call you back.
No, sorry, I've lost the contact.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Peter, with your special powers, can you give us a privileged glimpse into the immediate future?
Yes. I can see the hold of an aircraft with 2 lost souls.
Bamboo shoots. Bamboo shoots, bamboo shoots. Bamboo shoots. Bamboo shoots with a bit of tangerine on the top. Bloody airline food.
Yeah.
Oh. Chi-Chi?
Yeah?
Why are you called Chi-Chi, Chi-Chi?
My real name's Eric.
Oh, right. So, who lumbered you with Chi-Chi, then?
That geezer at Peking Zoo.
What, the one with the stammer?
Yeah.
He did me.
Did he, Wang Wang?
Yeah. Simon, actually.
Oh, how'd you do?
Pleased to meet you, mate. So, where are you off to, then, Eric?
I'm going to San Diego Zoo.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Mate with an American panda.
Cool.
Yeah. I hate these blind dates.
Oh, not half. Oh. Oh. What'd she call this one?
Nin Nin.
Not Nin Nin.
Yeah.
That's a cracker, Nin Nin.
Do you know her?
Do I know her?
Do you?
God blimey, mate. She pulls a train. Everybody's had her.
Yeah.
There was Den Den, then Don Don, Ding Ding Dong Dong, Long Schlong, Nog Nog and Bonk Bonk. I tell you, she's had more pandas than the Metropolitan Police Force.
Where are you off to then?
Hong Kong.
What are you going to do?
Well, I'm thinking of renegotiating this lease with Deng Xiaoping.
Really?
No, stupid, I've been sent there to mate.
With Deng Xiaoping?
Well, if he's a big, fat, frigid panda with bad breath, yes, probably. Roll on extinction.
Yeah. Who'd bring kids into this world, eh?
Absolutely. Yep. I hate bloody kids anyway.
So do I.
Yeah. That's why I always use one of these.
Right.
Phil. Phil.
What?
I have just learnt the art of hypnosis.
Oh, go on.
It's true. I can put people to sleep by using a key phrase.
Really?
Hmm?
Go on, then.
Really?
Go on.
So,
Go on.
okay, what's this? Hang on. The EEC elections.
It's incredible.
It's brilliant. Told you.
How do you, that's snoring, isn't it? How do you wake them up again?
Well, I don't know. I haven't learnt that bit yet.
Oh, terrific. Oh, that's marvellous. You have to do the rest of the show with a sleeping audience.
Well, we of the Jana faith believe it's fundamentally impossible for a mere Westerner to achieve the inner tranquility that one associates with the mystic Indian religions, unless he or she can gain a genuine insight into what India really means. Well, this we achieve by contemplation together in the Jana room. And this in here, this is the Jana room, our spiritual haven. Our spiritual leader is the Maharishi Prakeshni Yogi. He teaches us that in order to achieve true enlightenment, one has to step outside of oneself and experience to the full the reality of an alien culture. That's why he forces himself to live in Monaco. But, we get an awful lot out of it, don't we, Derek?
Yes, the Jana.
Jana.
Jana. Yes, and gives us a lot.
And when we're in here, you see, it's the only place where we can find true peace. I mean, what we get out of it, it's, well, how would you describe it? It's...
Smelly?
Well, smelly, yes, but the smell, the smell, in fact, is the essence of India.
Yes, in fact, it's called the real essence of Delhi, which the down boy, which the Maharishi markets in spray form. Okay. Yes, the fly's going a bit. Well, the Jana room.
Jana.
The Jana room is a little expensive to run. There's the heating bills, darling.
Yes, but
There's the rice for Ranji.
Rice for Ranji. Rice for Ranji.
Not now, Ranji.
Rice for Ranji.
This is Ranji. I'll beg her.
Authentic.
Not now, Ranji. Not now. Good boy. Good boy.
I wouldn't say it was expensive. I mean, it's all worth it spiritually anyway, isn't it, Derek? I mean,
Yes.
it's all worth it. Even the leprosy is worth it because, in fact, that shows us that, or helps illustrate what the Maharishi teaches us, which is that the body, the outside body of Ranji's a leper. Our bodies are mere irrelevance, and what is important in spiritual terms and in every other part of the total experience, Derek, is our inner spiritual.
You can't have a leper in patches.
And that is what life with a capital is.
You can't have a leper. Ow! Something just bit me.
sacred scorpion.
The secret scorpion just taking a chunk out of my bloody
It's
ankle.
all part of the scheme of things.
I don't give a...
You always have to spoil everything.
Look,
Why can't you be more serene?
Racism, sexism, ageism, all contemporary evils, we agree. But there's one other insidious prejudice which can and does sneak into our everyday lives, and that is heightism. It's all too easy, isn't it, to simply ignore or just make jokes about people of a smaller stature.
And on Who Dares Wins, we're particularly aware of this, especially when it comes to little Tony. Aren't we, Rory?
Yeah, is he here at the moment, Tony? I didn't see this before.
Rory, that is exactly the kind of cheap, heightist jibe which we're trying to discredit on this programme.
I'm sorry.
Absolutely. I mean, we actually have cause to be thankful to short people. I mean, just think of all the short people in history, like Gandhi and
Hitler,
Albert Schweitzer and
Goebbels, Attila the Hun, Dudley Moore, Billy Bremner.
What do you think, Julia?
Well, I'm with you. I mean, I think real women reject heightism completely. I mean, for me, it makes no difference to me how tall a man is,
Exactly.
or what his size is, anything.
Although your boyfriend is 6'4".
Yeah, but it's not his height I'm interested in, is it, Rory? I mean, it's his personality.
And what is his personality?
Well, sort of tall, I suppose.
Yeah, you've never been anyone less than 6 foot.
Hold it right there. Hang on, man. Right. Don't touch me, or I'll throw this over the camera, all right? And keep the cameras rolling as well. Keep rolling, keep on telly, otherwise it's £20,000 worth of damage, all right? Shut up, short ass. Right. Now, I'm from the Animal Liberation Army, and I'm here to tell everyone about the dreadful way in which this programme is exploiting all sorts of defenceless animals. Now, am I on camera here?
Camera 3, love.
What?
With the red light on.
Oh, well.
Actually, if you move up here, you'll be in your light a bit.
Oh, right. That's better. In the light.
Yeah.
That's better. Right. Okay, now our message is this, that the exploitation of defenceless and... I think this mask is taking away a
I
bit.
should take it off because facial expression is very important.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Right. Okay, right, now, what I want to say to you bastards is this.
Makeup.
What?
Makeup.
Oh, yeah, makeup. Let's have some makeup. Oh, sorry. Trying to paint over the camera. Oh, right. Thanks. Sorry about the delay, everyone. Been a wonderful audience, and not to say a very patient one. Very great pleasure it is to be on the show. Where was that?
Message to the British public.
Oh, yeah, message to the British public is that the exploitation of animals like this is appalling. It's disgusting, and I think it should be stopped. That's all I've got to say. I mean, it's got too far. It's chickens, it's dogs, and in particular, pandas. Now, pandas are an endangered species, and in my opinion, it's humiliating.
Bugger off, will you?
Hi. Welcome to Street Cred. Now, later on, we'll be featuring lots of really unique things. But first of all, we're going to look at one of Britain's cultural pioneers.
Del Masters is a fashion trendsetter. He was Britain's very first teddy boy, though he found this didn't go down too well in the trenches of the Somme. Del really disliked the privations of the British Tommy, the constant shortages of food, ammunition, and Brill cream. Del soon discovered that brothel creepers were not ideally suited to the conditions, so by the time of Passchendaele, he had already become a rocker, though he soon deserted and fought for the other side. Amazingly, Del was awarded the Iron Cross for single-handedly smashing up a Belgian seaside resort. During the Second World War, Del served with the Transport Corps. And in 1964, he stood as a Liberal candidate, unsuccessfully. He feels his discovery of punk halfway through the campaign may have contributed to his defeat.
And will you welcome, please, tonight, live in the studio, trendsetter extraordinaire, Del Master! Okay, Del.
Sorry I'm a bit late. I had a bit of trouble parking.
Really,
Yeah,
Del,
yeah.
listen. So this is it. I mean,
Yeah.
this is the fashion look of tomorrow.
That's right,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Okay, so what do you call it, Del?
I call it my post-Holocaust look.
Oh, right. And this is what we'll be wearing, I suppose, sometime next century, yeah?
Well, any time after next November, I should think. Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
amazing. Oh, listen, Del, would you just turn around and we
Sure.
have a look at it? I mean, it's sort of a sleeveless smock chemise. Oh, French designed by EC, yeah?
Yeah, it's a fertilizer sack from ICI, actually.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Oh, and Del, I mean,
Yeah.
I just love the
Yeah.
way you deal with the arms.
it's clever,
I mean,
innit?
it's too
Clever,
much.
yeah.
I mean, how would you describe it?
Sort of off the shoulder, really, isn't it? You know.
Oh, no, it's too much. Oh, Del, listen, take a seat, Del.
Right.
So the bit up the top here, I mean, is this to counterpoint the whole effect, yeah?
Sorry?
The tasting fork.
What tasting fork?
Well, the tasting fork in your head.
Oh, that's where it got to. I've been looking all over for that. We had a barbecue last week. You know how it is, yeah.
I just love it, the bandana.
Yeah, the bandage.
Yeah. Is that because...
Because I'm blind, yeah.
Oh, blind!
Yeah.
Oh, wow, blind. So blind is the look of the 90s, yeah?
Yeah, that's the way I see it, yeah.
Oh, crucial. So, Del, tell us, I mean, how do we achieve the blind look?
Well, it's a very personal thing. For me, it was a couple of handfuls of lime, whacked right in the peepers. For other people, just a couple of sharp sticks, or it could just, you know, watching too much Richard Stilgoe. I mean, it does depend. It does
Right.
depend.
Listen, but Del, I mean, what we all want to know is,
Yeah.
I mean, after blind, I mean, what is next?
Oh, God, death, I think.
Death.
Death, yeah. I think we'll all be looking like death soon. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
But, I mean, after death, Del,
Yeah,
I mean, any ideas?
difficult one.
Yeah.
Difficult one. After death, a job in the post office.
Oh, Del Masters, thank you so much. Oh, so much.
And there'll be more libel for the deaf next week on Who Dares Wins.
Tonight, on Who Dares Wins, we're very, very excited because we've come up with actually rather a juicy exclusive. Because we've got here, on tape, Prince William's first words, right? The first words of our youngest prince. So, I'll just stick them in here.
No, I don't. Mummy. Oh. Plebs. Double rum and coke. Triple gin and tonic. Not now, Sergio. People are watching.
You know, I really think he should spend less time with his Auntie Margaret.
Well, you know, you'll be pleased to know that that obviously authentic tape has been, we've had an offer for it from the Daily Mail for over £90,000. Next week, we'll be playing you Mark Phillips' first words, if he's managed any by then.
I'm not going to talk. I won't tell you. You've kept me here for 12 days. You've broken my ribs. You won't let me sleep.
but I won't tell you.
I think we're wasting our time here, Lopez.
He's a very brave man. I don't think he will crack.
No. Senor, would you like a nice drink, huh? A nice cup of tea.
You bastard, you left the tea bag in.
Oh. I'm very sorry, senor. Hey, you're not looking too well.
Perhaps you'd like to go and use the toilet, senor.
Yeah.
The toilet. You haven't let me go to the toilet for 12 days. No paper.
Oh, dear, oh, dear. This is just the beginning, senor. If you don't tell us what we want to know, you'll know what will happen next.
Oh, one of those little watch alarms.
And then if you still don't talk, we get really nasty.
See, we get the man upstairs to play his stereo very loud.
Something with a really heavy bass track. You know, boom, 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 boom.
So you won't be able to tell which record he's playing.
You won't know if it's Hawkwind or Elton John.
Oh, leave me alone.
And then, when you're feeling really tired and you want to go to sleep, the fridge will come on. And inside, all the contents will rattle. But tomorrow, if you're a good boy, we'll let you watch the highlights of the England versus Chile game.
Yeah.
Huh?
And just after it started, we tell you the result.
Oh, you swine.
You like Kit Kats, sir? But tomorrow, we may give you a Kit Kat. But we know tell you a little bit of silver paper on the outside.
Oh, all right, I'll talk.
We knew you'd see reason, senor.
I'll tell you what you want to know. Deirdre Barlow's having an affair with Alf Roberts.
I knew it!
All that time together in the balcony. And...
Okay. What about Fred G and Beck Lynch?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. The Kit Kats.
No!
Is it my lips?
No.
Is it my good looks? Is it my taut, sinewy body? What is it then?
I've had a lot of letters this week about a problem that I know is affecting a great many of our viewers, and I've got one here, so I'll just read it. Dear Julia, I'm 15 and I'm sitting exams next week. Can you advise me on how to succeed? Right, well, first of all, always keep your answers short, okay? For instance...
How did Alexander Fleming discover penicillin?
In a hurry after catching VD. But, in fact, there are only 2 ways to really ensure that you succeed at your exams, and one is to become a prince, and the other is to cheat. So, here are some tips on good cheating technique. Number 1, cribbing. Now, the correct way to conceal notes. Right and wrong. And if the exam is going very badly, for number 2, simulate a nervous breakdown. But please, none of that cliched foaming at the mouth stuff. I mean, a breakdown has got to be believable, all right? Tony.
But we're all spiders.
And finally, but not least, always write what the examiner wants to read, like a juicy piece of pornography, or...
Dear examiner, you're very handsome.
Or give me an A and I'll keep quiet about the abortion. Next week, students, I'll be talking to you about how to do 100 lines without ruining the inside of your nose.
Sir? London Bridge is the one that opens up in the middle, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Tarzan.
has this thing got reverse? Oops.
Go on. We're gonna play some of those good old coffee drinking songs. Come on, everybody, raise your cup. We'll keep on singing all night long and we won't stop, except when we're gonna throw up.
Here, come here. Come on, and give me a hand. I've collapsed into a bush. I was once sent to direction as Haley's coming. There's a very good chance that I am going to choke on my own vomit. If you don't, come on and give me a hand. I've collapsed into a bush.
When my old man came in last night, well, he was absolutely tight. He left me in no time as to who is the boss. He smashed all my teeth that he was really quite cross. When my old man came in last night, I must admit I had a fright. I crashed to the floor when he kicked me out of bed. I damaged my brain cause I landed on my head. It's left me quite daft. Oh, how we laughed when my old man came in last night.
I've got cirrhosis of the liver, cirrhosis of the liver. My hands are all a quiver. I've got cirrhosis of the liver. I'm blind, drunk, literally. Get off me, guide dog, to be the death of me. I smashed up me car when I was over the limit. I killed me passenger, still it's against your limit. The police asked the third party's name, and to me what yours they said. I answered I won't have one, thanks all the same. I'm all ready to sun on me head.
Brewers droop, you got me, brewers droop. Limp enough to tie in a loop. Now I can't do it anymore. You've left me impotent for sure.
I'm smashed.
I'm legless.
I'm canned.
I'm paralytic.
I'm banned.
I'm completely rat-arsed.
I'm out of my head.
We're well blottoed.
And I wet the bed.
I'm tight. I'm pie-eyed.
I'm pissed.
I ain't at the toilet.
I'm missed.
I'm
I'm skewed.
I'm totally screwed.
We're dry.